Hello. Hey,
I
we're
think
here.
that's us.
Here we are.
Hey.
My speakers are working in the other room, so I got to turn those off, or we're gonna get feedback.
I
So
want feedback.
we don't.
Well, no, from people, but
Oh yeah, from people. No, we don't want squelch and
No,
Yeah.
Zeppelin other than Scott's playing.
nobody.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Turn it up to 11.
Yeah, he just hit that one chord that almost he hits every time.
That's right. Hey,
Yeah.
happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday. Happy
Yeah,
doing good in Kitsap and beyond and other kind of things. Yeah.
we're here. Look, hey, Mom's watching.
Hey, look at that. We got a text from Mom way down in, where is Mom?
That's
Hey,
right.
look at that. From Arizona to here. Yeah, just show her for a second. That's all you guys get, all right? I mean, she's so famous that she's signing autographs over on the other side of the world and stuff.
Told you she was here.
Yay.
Yeah. So I'm going to share this on my page here. There we go.
Uh-oh.
See, it's working.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you?
I'm
How's
doing
your day?
fabulous and enjoying. I think we're on the cusp of summer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Right?
I think for sure by the weekend we'll have Arizona weather for sure. But goodness
Arizona
sakes,
spring weather.
yeah, I won last night in golf.
Yay.
Awesome.
Oh, and I was playing so good that the other team just said we've had enough. They quit on us after 4 holes.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
Were they
mean,
having a bad night? Or?
they were having a horrible night, and I was on fire. and on top of it, I don't know if anybody knows this, but it was raining, but not just like rain. It was like wet. I was soaked. I was not prepared because it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played 9 holes and it was nice, and I'm so excited. And then it rained hard. And the best part was, again, they were miserable and they were losing. And then
So yeah, let's get out of here.
And then they hit 2 balls out of bounds, and they're like, you know what? We could just forfeit the match. How's that?
Right.
Like, well, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Well, if it's going to rain and it's not going to be fun, then
No.
What is the point?
I was having fun. I just didn't like the rain at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done with rain.
I've
Yeah.
seen it. Yeah.
Did they get rid of that 95 weather day? I'm looking here.
95? Where?
I know, here.
Yeah. No, that's in Eastern Washington.
No, it was going to be here. So yeah.
These are the same guys that say snow apocalypse, that there's going to be 14 feet of snow and then it dusts.
Oh yeah.
It's the same guys.
No, look at this. So, okay. So I'll show you there.
Yeah. Look at
86, 82, 87.
that. Yeah. So it's not 95, but
Not 95. Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
Sunday and Monday.
yeah, it's going to be.
And they
it's-
took the rain out.
Yeah, there's no rain at all in the forecast. So
Sweetness and light.
yes.
And light and more light.
Bring it.
Yeah, look at that. This weekend, 82. Mother's Day, 86.
Of course.
Monday, 86. Tuesday, 87.
Oh,
Wednesday, 80. Okay,
show
Mom
off.
just handed me her phone.
Yeah. And
Let's see. Wednesday, 83. Thursday, 90. Saturday, 100. Sunday, 98. It's very temperate right now.
yeah.
It's lovely weather.
It's
in
great.
Arizona
It's
right
great
now.
date growing weather.
That's right. So, Mom is usually our first guest. And,
Yes.
And
Did anybody
And,
beat her today?
no.
No. Okay. Still.
Still our first. Still our first viewer.
Yeah.
And so she's actually here. Let's see if
That's
we
here.
can get our.
We can do this.
Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here.
Hey,
I'll-
Jamie, you want to see a fight between your mom and I?
Yeah, that could happen.
We can do that.
With you two.
All things are possible.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
things are probable.
So,
So,
Carol Williams,
Hello, you.
otherwise known as Mom.
and first guest always extraordinary.
Yes.
And even on the days where we're not filming, and I'm not saying she ever fails at calendar, but I think she gets you a day early sometimes. But
And
I'm-
sometimes when the time changes, she's sitting there an hour early.
yeah, because
Where
she's
are they?
in part
It's
of
5
America,
o'clock.
part of America that doesn't believe in daylight savings time. Good for you on that one.
We made up our mind and we stuck with it.
Yeah, we have
Somebody
things
needs
called
to.
politicians that like to hear themselves think and not do. So
Yeah.
yeah. If they can't figure out time. What are you guys doing?
Can't figure out anything else
You're
either.
failing us. My puppy knows that it's not.
Yeah, their clocks don't change.
Yeah, my
Right.
puppy always knows, and she's gonna start biting.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah.
So mom is just up here kind of helping out, hanging out with me and my sister. She just moved. So
Nice, nice.
Oh,
so
To
Mom-
enjoy the cool, temperate weather of Washington.
I have been cold.
Isn't that great?
No,
It's awesome.
no.
This is beautiful weather.
this is beautiful weather.
They told me don't bring heavy sweaters. It's warmed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. It has.
Well, last time she just told me, she's like, I didn't know your fireplace looked like that. I've never seen it without Christmas decorations all over it.
That's-
So
Yeah, it looks smaller.
so now so it's like, yeah, if you've never not been here recently, I mean, in the
Yes.
past you've been here in the summer, but yeah, if all you've seen is winters, we've had some pretty rough ones.
yeah, yeah. You were here with the snow the last time we were here, so
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we got iced in.
yeah, yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Fantastic. So hey, you know what? So mom brought up from Yuma, Arizona. That's where mom came from. A cookbook that is kind of falling apart. It was wrapped in rubber bands, and probably for a reason. So how old is this cookbook, Mom?
That was written in the 1930s.
So she first published this when she was
when I
4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So it talks about table accessories for convenience.
Mm.
Let's
Mhm.
consider serving the typical informal breakfast menu given above. The following table accessories will be needed: 1 linen breakfast cloth, or 1 linen
Yes.
runner, and 6 doilies. When was the last time you put doilies out for
Oh boy.
a lunch
Well,
For
what
an
was the
or
informal.
breakfast?
and what was the breakfast
Informal.
though?
Ooh,
Oh, so the informal breakfast.
That you need doilies. I mean,
Suggested menu: grapefruit,
okay.
ready to serve cereal, cream, scrambled eggs, broiled bacon, muffins, and coffee.
Broiled.
Broiled
and
bacon.
So you
Ooh.
broil it, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
fry it. I baked bacon, but I didn't
Yeah.
broil it.
Broil it with just a little bit of brown sugar.
Oh,
What the
that's
what?
called bacon crack.
Yeah. That's what we call it.
It's illegal in 17 states. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't live in one of them.
yeah.
So let's see. Christmas dinners from 2 to 5 courses. 5 courses.
2 courses.
I know. Roast duck or broiled chicken.
Oh.
Mashed
Broiled?
potato- broiled chicken.
Mm-mm.
I think they mean baked. We
I
all
think-
just call it baked.
Yeah, that would have to be baked because
Yeah,
you could
can broil chicken.
under the broil. You got to get to 165.
But
In about 5 minutes.
Broiling to me is 500 degrees where you're
yeah, but if it's on a spit and you're broiling it in,
Do you have a spit in your
Who-
broiler?
well,
Mom's
no,
got-
back then. No,
mom's
I don't.
spitting.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Or there's menus for Christmas bridge parties.
Oh, gotta like that if you're gonna build a bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you may as well have a party. when
My
you're at it.
mom was a fabulous bridge player.
Check this out. Silver wedding anniversary collations.
What does that mean? What are we talking
Tuna
about?
fish a la king and mashed potato.
For
mix.
your anniversary, for your silver anniversary?
Hey,
What?
you, that's
what
coming
kind-
up for you.
Yeah. What kind of bad things would happen in the family to go to tuna
Tuna fish
a
a
la
la king.
king? Yeah.
We
So that's got the
realized-
peas in it and carrots,
yeah, we
right?
realized this was
And
in
a
the
gravy.
1930s. Not everything.
How do they make their
was-
gravy? Does it say how they
Oh,
make
I
the
don't
gravy?
know. Yeah, no.
Did you lose it? I want to
Yeah.
know.
All right. Well, I'll
They
give you the
use lard
cookbook.
because I gotta know. I gotta know.
I'm sure they
Is
use
it
lard.
lard?
Who wouldn't use lard?
Yeah.
It's the best,
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, look
and
at
it's
that.
it's a natural product.
How to
Yeah.
actually set your table. Okay, so this
So
is
who
what
has a
everybody
table?
tuned in for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you know what? So we went to the rock and roll orchestra, the Seattle Rock Orchestra on Saturday night
Something
at
different.
the Admiral Theater. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And then we saw Chris and Susan after the Seattle
Okay.
Rock Orchestra.
It's a small town.
And it is a small town. And Chris started telling stories on himself.
Oh, I did
And
not.
actually his family.
Son of a
Was
gun.
telling stories on his family.
This sounds like there might have been adult beverages involved, was there?
Not very many.
Yeah, that's and I spilled the beans that easily.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah. So then we started telling stories about things I did to my little brother.
Ah.
Did you tell things he did to you?
No, we
No.
should do that.
We should do that. That's a whole nother show there.
Oh.
We should totally do
That
that.
is a whole nother show right
Yeah.
there. Goodness.
So
Mhm.
no, you were, and then we talked about the statute of limitations. So
well, we thought there were,
mm,
but
no,
there really aren't.
no,
There,
there's no.
there aren't, especially when moms are right there and,
When you're
and
snitching,
aunts.
when
Yeah,
you're snitching on family, there is no
no,
statute of limitations.
yeah. It's
It's
there's never a
free
good time, even though you think this is a great story. That
game.
Snitches get stitches.
yes,
Yep.
yes, and I have those.
So, sometimes the victims of the
No, I had the
get
stitches, but I never snitched. And I,
Well, when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet, so a lot of things we did, we got by with.
Yeah, me too. You too.
Yeah.
But isn't
Oh.
it good that there was no cell phones and
oh, there's
all that?
whew, don't need any evidence of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough of the stuff I did for what I did.
In public.
Yeah, my public,
Yeah.
positively public.
So, all right. So, are all the stories from Saturday Night fair game?
I don't have a problem with any one of them.
Okay.
Do
So,
you remember them?
Yeah,
I remember them.
huh?
Yeah. So you like went rolling down onto the freeway.
Ooh, we should probably tell that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So much
Somebody
for
got in
saying-
trouble.
Yeah, people got to know now. That's,
Like in their
yeah.
30s, they got in trouble.
They were almost in their 50s by that time. I had my brother and my cousin Paul. I'm the baby of the family, and they're all anywhere 6 to 10 years older and beyond. And when I was the youngest, I even had a cousin that was in his 40s and stuff. So I mean,
Wow.
yeah, I mean that just and so my brother and my cousin Paul down in Portland, Oregon, were going to go to the bowling alley, and I thought that sounded like fun.
Because they were going to
And
pick up chicks.
they wanted to pick up chicks because they're in junior high,
Sure.
and this is going to be the best day ever for them. And I asked Aunt Therese if I could go, and she says, "Ask your mom." And mom goes, "Get out of here, go." Yeah,
Please.
yeah, this
Please.
is perfect. Give it, yeah. And so I ran out to catch up with them, and they said, "You go sit in that tree, and then we'll get you when we come back," because that's what they told me to do. They're like, "You're not going to ruin our game," and it's like I want to play pinball, and I'm going to have a hot dog, and I'm going to go to the bowling alley. And Aunt Tree said, "You can go." And they told me in big dirty words, "You sit up in that tree." And I didn't do it. I started to climb, and they kept walking. And so they were down crossing over. You had to cross over the freeway to I-5, one of the bridges. And I caught up with them, and I go, "Hey, I'm back," which didn't help them at all.
Oh, no.
And so they go, "You go home right now. You go climb that tree in the backyard, and we'll get you when we come back." I'm like, "No, I was told I could come." And so they said, "If you come one more step, we're going to pick you up and throw you on the freeway." And then I took another step, and I got picked up, and I got thrown over, and it's these steep hills that go down into the freeway.
Yeah.
And it's all
Thankfully, they hadn't cemented them yet.
yeah, and it was blackberry bushes and Scotch broom and that kind of stuff. And it was the way that I guess I was light, that I got a good head of
some air.
steam as I bounced off everything and the screeching brakes of the semi truck that nearly took me out. And that's back when the speed limits were 75, so he was doing
Wow.
85 or whatever. And so I was all cut up from the blackberry bushes and all that kind of stuff. And I got to go to the bowling alley.
And told to sit down and shut up and have all the ice cream you want.
Yeah, and if I spill one word
Yeah.
about how I got cut up, because I was supposed to say that I just tripped, and then fell into a hedge, which no, I was thrown.
But it was when they were all adults that their parents found out.
So it was
right?
at Susan's and my wedding, and it was the night before the wedding with a bunch of relatives were there and telling stories about me and what a pain in the neck I was.
No, couldn't have been.
Yeah. And Paul and Mark started retelling that story. Ha, ha, ha. Remember the time we threw you on high five? And Teresa, mom got real serious. Like, you got like, baby? Yeah.
You did what?
Yeah, they both got grounded. So.
And they were what, 50?
50 at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's pretty funny.
yeah.
Well, I don't remember if I got grounded, but I do. Mom can.
Are we going to
tell
talk about the garage one
The garage.
or the roof one?
Yeah.
And
The tree. Mom says it was a tree.
was it? Oh,
Yeah. She
Ah.
taught her little brother to climb the palm tree.
Mm.
And he was at roof height.
Nice.
He was that tall up. How I get
He was
down?
probably 4, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How I get down? Jamie wisely said, "Let go." He did. And all the dirt around, but no, he finds one bolt to land on. You forgot that part.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut his head open.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
goodness, case.
I thought he was fine.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
bolt.
Just a rusty bolt.
Yeah, the rust probably didn't hurt him at all.
No, it covered up the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was.
Ah.
Well,
Oopsie.
he got even.
Did he?
Oh.
Mhm.
At 4? He got
Yeah.
even?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know how to get even at 4?
When you have an older sister that teaches you, and she's only 14 months older,
Nice.
yeah, she couldn't find her shoes a few days later.
Oh, nice.
They were in the bottom of the outhouse.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So when we were growing up, we had
Game.
our house
Yeah.
didn't have running water or power or any of those
Yeah.
things. So our bathroom was outside, like an old
Like an
outhouse. So
Well,
like
Exactly
a
what it was.
big old hole in the ground with a little house above it.
Half moon on
We
the
had a 2-seater, yeah.
a two. I don't want a 2-seater.
Yeah. Well, my husband built ours, and he kind of got carried away.
Ah.
And one guy driving by one day stopped and he said, "How much are you renting that little shack for?" He
That's
said,
great.
"What little shack?"
That's great.
That one is not for rent. It's our outhouse. So we were known for having a deluxe
my.
outhouse.
Opulent. The
Opulent.
opulent.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Opulent, yes.
That's where when people came over and came to our house and wanted to drop something off. I think
And
one
we-
day we found like stashes of peanut butter or
Oh, yeah.
something in the outhouse.
Yeah.
Not like down in the outhouse.
I
but
would hope
just-
not.
No, it was in a nice little bag in the outhouse.
Okay. Just in
It
case.
was it was safe.
Oh, safe.
Yeah. I think my sister fell down the outhouse once.
That was at a camp. It was the
Oh.
beginning of an outhouse.
Oh.
And I think she fell down it the same way Chris fell down the side of the
Oh, there was-
freeway. I think
Yeah.
there might have been some
I did not.
outside influence.
I did not push her.
No, you tripped her.
Oh, Jamie.
Oh.
Jamie.
I don't remember that.
We never do.
I remember it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it happened. Remember laughing.
Yes.
I remember she told me about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I was actually even there.
Oh, my goodness
Yeah,
but-
sakes.
Yeah. No, but then I had nothing to do with my brother cutting his face open in Cabo either. I really
Oh,
didn't.
No, she didn't, but she scolded him good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How old was he then?
He was in junior high. You were both in junior high.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness
So
sakes.
They
probably
were-
11, 12.
Yeah, they were walking down this between these two houses where they were building, and there were
Yeah.
5 sheets of glass.
Okay.
And
Oh.
he he tripped, but this was normal for him.
Okay.
He was one of those that could trip on an air molecule and hurt himself.
An air molecule.
So he fell and cut his face.
Oh my.
And
The scar's still there?
yes.
Yeah.
And Jamie scolded him. You ruined our vacation. Look what you, every time we go somewhere, you ruin. Can't you just buy a souvenir?
Yeah.
So when they
so
got him,
selfish.
Well, there
Yes,
weren't
I
even
know.
Polaroid cameras then. I mean,
no,
now you got how many pictures a day? And,
I know, right? Yeah.
and he tried to convince the doctor that the best thing for him was to soak that cut in salt water.
In the ocean.
whose idea was that?
That was my son's, her brother's.
Oh.
But he was not referring to a nice salt bath. He was referring to the ocean.
Yeah,
You wanted
of
to-
course.
And the doctor said, no, that's not a good idea.
Yeah,
Oh.
because there's like bigger things that like to eat stuff that tastes like
Yes.
people that you can smell with the blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when I stepped out of the car on Maui and slid and cut my leg open. And poor Scott and Olivia had to take me to the urgent care. Like on the second day of our vacation.
Yeah.
Lava rock.
Yeah, on the lava rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Ugh.
doctor said there'll be no ocean and no swimming pool for you
Oh,
because that's how you get MRSA and
Yeah.
what Legionnaires,
Legionnaires
and,
disease
oh,
and all those kind of things.
but they always tell us,
Hepatitis. And,
but they always tell us to soak our cuts in salt water. They
Yeah,
just
but
don't
not
mean-
bacteria.
but not
in
that
the
have
ocean.
that salt water that doesn't have great white sharks and other
Yes.
things that
or fish that pee in it
oh
and poop.
Well,
yeah, and poop.
yeah, pee is just the minimum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Of course, then you have people that do that too.
What?
that's gross. Okay, now we've jumped the
All
shark.
right, well, yeah, that may work down in
Grandkids.
Arizona on their game shows, but not ours.
Grandkids.
No.
yeah,
Yeah. Nope, that's too much.
that is.
Well, so what are you doing down in Yuma, Mom?
What am I doing?
Mhm.
Taking care of a crazy cat.
You have two crazy cats.
I have two crazy cats. No,
But you just take care of the one.
yeah, the other one takes care of itself. Monkey, you have to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm just taking care of my kid, but you have three kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but one of them I gotta watch.
One of the other
One
other
of them I
one is-
really gotta watch.
The other one is pretty safe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, you've been down there, so we talk about
Yeah.
talk about real estate sometimes, right?
Mm.
So
Sure.
that Mom lives in a pretty good sized house, 5-bedroom house, and
mhm.
in Yuma on a nice street. And
Hmm.
so, what do you think that house would sell for around here? What, like 2,000 square feet, Rambler,
5 bedrooms,
air conditioning, 5
5 bedrooms,
bedrooms,
3
plus
baths.
an office
$500,000 to $1.5 million.
on probably half an acre.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot and a half, so
Yeah.
probably
Minimum of $500,000.
Yeah. So I'd probably say
750.
yeah, 750-ish.
Yeah.
So so her house is probably worth about 270 to 280.
Mm.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So, but
Does it still have the outhouse? With the
No.
2-bedroom,
No,
the 2-holer? I mean that.
No, that was when we lived in the other location.
Okay, just checking.
No,
that was in Mexico.
that was in Mexico.
All right.
No, but so you bought this house, what, 30 years ago?
Oh.
50 years
No.
ago? I forget how old I am. So
Mhm.
I was in what, 4th grade, 3rd grade?
So 22
Fifth
years
grade.
ago,
Probably 5th grade.
about 14 years ago.
So
Am I helping at all? Thanks,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have been in that
Mm.
house. This August will be 45 years.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And we bought it and we paid $33,000 for it.
Oh man.
So, and we bought it of course we bought it at a steal. but-
Sure.
Yeah.
And we added the office on because we didn't have enough room at the time.
Because it used to be a carport.
Used to be a
Oh.
carport.
That I used to throw darts at the top of the carport.
Yeah.
I love a good carport.
And then
Does it ever get icy out there?
We're
Yes.
gonna do that one next.
yes, it does.
So
But then one day Jamie was throwing darts and our little rabbit was the car.
Volkswagen Rabbit.
The
Yeah.
Volkswagen Rabbit was
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
and she missed the
Fascia.
fascia.
Yeah.
Oh,
So she comes in and she says, "Hey, Dad, you want the good news or the bad news?"
oh, jeez. I don't want either, right? That's never a good.
And
It's the coolest thing, Dad. You
that's
gotta
the
come
coolest
look.
thing. You got to want the good news or the bad news. Well, yo, you gotta see it.
Oh, you gotta see it.
And he came out and he just scratched his head. He said, "Dad, did you know that when a dart hits the back window of a Volkswagen Rabbit, it just makes this beautiful pattern all through it?
Oh,
And it
jeez.
didn't even break."
Oh.
Yep.
But the dart
Until-
was stuck into the window. Did it stick into the window?
Yeah,
And
or
it went, went all the way through. She had
Yeah.
a good arm.
Well, and it did. It, you know how tempered glass like shatters, but it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the next morning when we got up to go to school, the pressure of all the doors opening and closing. So we all get in the car, and all of a sudden we hear this giant explosion, and it's like, oh, well, there goes the back window. All those teeny tiny little particles
Went
of glass
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the same carport that Jamie set up a business on.
Oh, I
Oh,
did.
Yes, she
at
did.
what age?
Oh,
With the
I don't
lemons?
know. What? 4th or 5th grade.
Nice.
probably. Oh, what'd I do? I forgot about this.
She
Mhm.
was charging because we had the biggest driveway,
Okay.
and she was charging the neighbor kids money to roller skate on our carport.
Wow.
So yeah,
Um,
I'm an entrepreneur, baby.
I'm liking everything about
she's always been an entrepreneur.
carports are built for skating.
Yeah, she and her brother had it blocked off so that they could,
Oh.
charge as they came.
That's funny.
You forgot that.
I did. But then our neighbors had this circular driveway with a ramp,
Oh.
like to go up and a ramp, and then there was a
Yeah.
tree in the middle.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, theirs was the best one for
I bet.
skating because you could go up and really get some air when you're coming down.
Oh.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if you started off at ours,
hmm
then you went all the way across, and then across that ramp, you really got
Oh
going.
my goodness sakes.
Yeah.
I feel there were a few raspberries and strawberries on a few kids in the neighborhood there,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
But that was before neighbors sued each other. That
Yeah,
was when
yeah.
parents would say, "Well, that was stupid."
Is that back in the days where the one and only cure all was Bactine, where it said it was no sting, but that stuff hurt.
Well,
Yeah.
you remember the commercial?
Yeah.
Psst, goes
Yeah.
back team.
Yeah.
Down goes the dirty old germs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
we had
sakes.
friends whose kids go out and hurt themselves, break a bone. Say,
Yeah.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
What's your
it.
problem? What are you wondering about? Rub
Yeah.
some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
you guys had Bactine. We had Mercurochrome.
Mercurochrome.
Talk
Well,
about
that's-
burn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That
serious.
was flesh eating.
That
Do
would
they
be
even
bad.
have that anymore?
Yes.
Is there? Yeah.
What do they do with it?
Yeah.
Children hide it from their parents.
That's exactly it.
I guess so. Yeah. So speaking of driveways,
Yes.
so you and some of your juvenile delinquent friends,
Are we gonna?
yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of ice.
Yeah.
What happens when you put a little bit of ice on a driveway at the end of a hill?
So our next door neighbors had a carport. And it was a big 3-car carport. It was a big
Oh,
one.
that's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they didn't have 3 cars; they only had the one. But it was a downhill driveway into a flat carport, and they had 5 cords of wood on the back of the driveway, and then it was about 10 feet to the backyard behind the wood. And it was the time where all of us kids were learning about the Olympics, and it was the winter skating, and they also had the hockey, and we're like, well, shoot, you guys have a perfect carport. We just pour some water here, and we won't need skates because we're all have kids, and we can just like
Yeah.
slide and slide.
Yeah.
And this will be easy. But
The
Come to-
original slip and slide.
yeah, come to find out, you stand on ice, you fall, and you try and slide on ice, you fall. And so we fell, and then we fell, and we never did get a stick for a hockey puck or nothing. I mean, so that didn't work. So it's like, let's go play inside, and we forgot about it. And I went home later and come to find out that when Mr. DeMantis came home that night, he was coming down the driveway and he goes to put on the brakes, and well, that didn't work on ice. And he went straight through, hit the cord of wood, and he was in the backyard upside sideways. And his kids got grounded for a lifetime.
Did they squeal on you?
I didn't get squealed on, but that was a story that came out rather recently. And my dad goes, "Was that you kids?" Like, "It was us, Dad." He goes, "That's great. I hated Mr. DeMantis." He'd borrow a tool, never get it back. He would, take things that were sharp and make them dull. And
That's
maybe
funny.
he thought that was payback.
Oh man, yeah. So Dad laughed so hard he got a good chuckle out of that one. I didn't know you guys did that. That's great. So some statutes of limitations.
You hope.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And if anybody's out there watching that knows the neighbors, sorry.
Yeah.
It was 5.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Have a good time. That's what life
Yeah.
is about.
That was it.
So
Good
good.
times. Good times.
yeah. Well, I was a good kid for the most part.
Yeah, we're a good kid.
What are you laughing at?
It was the way you were sending it out there, like, I think this is gonna fly.
I think it's true. Let's just manifest it as being true.
She was a good kid.
Smooth.
She was a good kid.
The
She-
power
but
of
she was-
suggestion.
Yes.
She was a good kid, but she was an adventurous kid.
Well, I approve of all that. So
Well, yeah, but she
Yeah.
wasn't your kid.
no, no, she's a partner in crime with me. So
Yeah.
and I approve of her shenanigan skills.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't end up in the hospital very often. Only once. I got run over by a Shriner.
Yes,
Did you?
she did.
Yeah.
By a Shriner.
Yeah. So you know
Yeah.
how the Shriners have
Oh, yeah.
their thing, Shriners help crippled kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
They
used to
help make
cross.
them.
I always used to cross the D off. Shriners help
Help
crippled kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No.
We were watching the parade and the rodeo parade, which happens
Yeah.
every February, and we had the big silver spur rodeo parade, and we were watching the parade, and we had just come back to the States.
Yes.
We're living in the States, and the kids were sitting on the curb watching the parade,
Yeah.
and here came the Shriners doing their little tricks and
Mhm.
And little
One-
go-kart, little
and
tiny
little-
go-karts.
little tiny go-karts.
They're dressed up as clowns, I think.
Yes, they do. And they-
No,
yeah.
this guy wasn't, because he had his big hat on.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
well, maybe he couldn't see.
And, well, he couldn't see, but that was for other reasons. That we were,
Drinking.
Yeah.
he was happy,
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
and he came around. He did his little loop, and he came towards the kids. And Jamie pushed her brother and sister back, and when she did, her
You
legs
saved
went
them.
out,
You
and
saved
he
them.
ran over the top of her.
I'll be darned.
And
know-
she refused to go to the hospital. We had to wait until
The end of the parade. Wanted to see the end of the
I don't want to
parade.
miss anything.
Ay. That's,
Yeah.
having put on the Armed Forces Parade for 14 years, the one thing I hated most was every Monday you would get from the insurance agencies that's going to do our parade, the list of all the other parades in America that they had to pay out on. And so that's, people ask, why don't you allow people to throw candy? Well, because kids go out in the street after the candy
Right.
when it's, they think it's safe. And we've got tanks and World War
Yes.
II
Mm-hmm.
trucks and all this kind of stuff. And you can't see kids in those things.
No,
And
you
so
can't.
people, well, we're just going to throw out a little candy. No, don't,
Yeah.
Then you see these lists of all these kids that died watching a parade. Oh,
Yeah, the clown group that I was in, the Clowns of Yuma, called SIA,
uh-huh.
when we were in a parade, they,
Yeah.
throwing candy was out.
Yeah.
But our clown troop, a number of us would walk either side of the street
Yeah.
and hand out candy.
Now that
Sure.
we've always allowed, you can walk behind the groups and that
And
type
hand
of
out
stuff
candy.
and hand out.
And
Perfect.
do
Yeah.
a few little tricks along the way. They
Oh, even
count.
better, pickpockets. I see how you.
Well, I didn't personally pick pockets,
Yeah.
but
I'm just saying.
But you could have if you
I-
wanted to.
yeah. I mean, talk about a distraction, a clown.
yeah, I know.
Hey, little kid, want some
Yeah.
candy?
Yeah.
Where's your dad's wallet?
Yeah. Where's your mom's purse?
Let me put this in mommy's purse for you.
Oh, I love
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
I can get more in if you open it.
Open it a little wider.
Little white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the cash? We wouldn't do that.
No.
No, my
never,
my
never.
niece was at the parade one day, and she was quite small, and she had popcorn in one hand and a soda in the other, and she couldn't eat and drink. So
Right.
she opened her mama's purse and poured her soda in the purse and stuck the straw in.
Totally made sense.
Yeah, don't throw the popcorn.
Here's
in.
a cup with a carry bag. Yeah.
Yes, she poured it in first. Also the same little niece that carried a little tin can around like a lunchbox
Huh.
and had her Kleenex in it just in case. And her mom says, somebody asked her, well, what do you have in your little case? It's just, I have issues. I keep my issues in here.
Issues.
And I don't know if she still has it, but I know she still has issues. So
Nice.
Don't we all? If
Yeah.
only I could pack all of my issues in a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Gosh,
with a cartoon character on the front.
wouldn't that be great? I have a Kiss lunchbox.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be so
that would
appropriate?
be it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just got that on the Kiss cruise. I should pack up all of my
My
issues
issues
in my
together.
Kiss lunchbox.
Oh my goodness.
Scott has
And-
one too, so maybe we can pack up his issues in there too.
That might be enough for me.
both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was rude.
yeah.
That was. Good
But
times.
and you might have room for a soda too.
Oh, if there's
You
room
can
for
go
that.
anywhere without one of those.
Yeah. I remember asking my mom if I could have my frog back, and she goes, "What frog?" And I go, "Put it in your purse yesterday." It's like, she didn't want to open it up. There was all sorts of dilemma time at that
Yeah,
point.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jamie's brother had a pet cricket
Oh,
called Fred.
Jiminy?
You remember Fred?
I do not.
Jiminy.
Well, he had this pet cricket, and he was forever putting it somewhere to frighten his sisters.
Oh, I love it.
Well, one day, his oldest sister went to take a shower and saw this cricket.
Oh my.
Steve's cricket was plastic, but
Okay.
this one was
It was-
there, and she was so angry. She hates bugs.
Oh boy.
She grabbed that cricket. She went screaming out there, "I'm so sick of your stupid Fred!" And she threw it at him. And about that time, it kicked. And when she he laughed so hard,
I bet.
and he says, "Fred's over there," and she's, yeah.
This
And that was your own cricket.
that was your own private. Yeah.
At least it wasn't a cockroach.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was, yeah, his,
Ah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
When you have
All
two
right.
children, 14 months apart, they can get into a lot of trouble.
Yes.
When you have two kids, it's not so bad because they're only two ideas.
Yeah.
But when you have three, what the
Dynamic.
first two don't think of, the other one,
Oh yeah.
and then when all three get together, they come up with some
We're
Yes.
very smart together.
very smart.
Yes.
Each of us individually.
See, I got 11 teen brain cells right now. How many you got? Let's add them all up.
Well, Brenda would say, "Well, if we did this,
Yeah.
that would be fun." And then, oh, but if we added this to it,
Oh yeah.
oh, and then, but if we had some matches.
Yes. Oh, matches.
Oh, matches are always a good addition.
Yeah. That's Goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Hey, Kraken are playing tonight.
Yes.
What?
30.
What's the? Where are we in
We're up
series 2?
2-1 in the series.
2-1 in the series. We need it. We need it so bad tonight. Why not?
Didn't they totally kick tail the other day?
Yeah, they just kept scoring like it was easy.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm just like, oh, save some of those.
Right. I know you might need those
Save
later.
some of those.
Well, that's pretty incredible
Yeah,
to have
Yeah,
the
it's-
Kraken
it's
in their
like the guy
second
just-
season in the.
kept that whole second period on the horn. Just, I mean, it was awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, and I talked to Brian Johnson over at the Admiral,
I
and
know
he's
him.
ready to. They're announcing their schedule. What, in 2 days?
In 2 days.
All right. Well, maybe we need to have Brian on next week and
2 days.
talk about their new schedule.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
fabulous. In other big words,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to get season tickets. Which
Great
is
comedy
even
coming
better.
up, too.
Six big, and then bigger, and then a big. Yeah, all of them good. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, and then they still have some great shows coming up. Lori Morgan.
Yep.
I remember her from
She
the
likes my
90s.
socks.
Does she?
Yeah,
Of course. Why
she-
wouldn't she?
yeah. I had. Some people know this, but I've been known for some of my fancy socks, and for
Mhm.
her, I wore these rainbow heart ones,
Oh.
and I had my pink tie on, and my if I remember right, it was the what is that
dotted
name?
shirt?
Twister.
Twister, the
Twister.
game?
Yeah,
Twister?
yeah.
Yeah.
I have shorts that are a twister.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've seen
yeah,
those.
yeah,
Yeah.
And she just thought it was very appropriate for her. So
Did she sing I'm looking for something in
Oh,
red for
heck
you?
yeah, just for me. Just for me at sound check.
Looking for something in blue?
Yeah.
I got it all
I
right
got
here
it all
for
right
ya.
here. So
Just a size
Yeah.
larger than I wore last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. Awesome.
yeah, and the Guess Who's gonna be there. That was the first album I ever bought. Was Guess Who's Canned Wheat with American Woman and don't give me no hand me down shoes. Yeah,
Awesome.
so I get to play with those guys on Friday night.
Well,
Yeah.
we are working on we're it's close
Are
to
we gonna
figuring
announce?
out Sunday night at the fair.
Ooh.
But Saturday night, I can tell you what we're doing Saturday
there's
night.
some great
Yeah.
stuff Saturday night.
Saturday night. Well, I can tell you Friday night at the
Mhm.
fair, which is August 23rd through 27th. So Friday night is the 25th. So of
Mhm.
course we have rodeo.
Yes.
And on the fair stage, we have Joel Gibson Jr.
Oh, love him.
And then on the rodeo side,
Mhm.
we have the bootlegs.
Oh,
So
fabulous.
that-
Local.
yeah, so that's two of Kitsap's favorites,
Yeah.
Joel Gibson Jr. and Joey Dean
Mhm.
with the bootlegs playing on Friday night, both
That's
of them.
great. That's great.
And then on Saturday, we've got I'll tell you we're like almost there, but I will tell you Heart by Heart is going to be there
Love
on
it.
Saturday night
Awesome.
Love it.
at the fair on the rodeo side. So we're selling tickets
That's
for
great.
that, and so we're working on getting those tickets out. And there's going to be 2 more amazing classic rock acts that are going to be part of that too.
That's great.
So
That's great.
that'll be fun. And then Sunday night we're going to have a
Big.
big country concert, and
Big.
I'm just waiting for my phone to ring.
Yeah.
Just waiting. Waiting.
It's there. We're sitting there waiting.
know.
Yeah.
Waiting.
It's waiting.
So so that's going to be pretty amazing.
I love it.
And you know what? So today we just put a bunch of stuff on the Kitsap Shop with a Cop Facebook page
Oh,
because we
it's
have
coming right up.
Yeah, it's too soon. Too
Mhm.
soon. We have some incredible sponsors. So Hot Shots
Yes.
Java
Oh,
is
Right on.
sponsoring. Sly's
of
Bakery.
course. Love them. Oh,
they're sponsoring too.
We gotta go live.
I know we're gonna do that. We do. I still gotta
They're
go.
Not letting me know how to make an apple fritter.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
if we go live at 4 a.m.
Oh, I could do
Yeah,
that.
I wanna
For an
see
apple
that.
fritter, I could show up. I'd show up at 4 a.m.
Yep. And then so our friends Mark and Sue Roofner also are
Love them.
sponsors. Roxanne Payne, the Jensen Realtor Group,
Yay.
of course, sponsoring.
Nice.
And then Country Financial, they do insurance. They're going to be a big sponsor this year too.
That's great.
So so right now we're looking for auction items. So if you have ideas for auction items,
Yes.
we need those. So
Yes.
I'll share the website so anybody can jump on there.
And you can look at
Good.
last year's stuff and say, oh,
Mhm.
I've got some of that I want to auction off.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're working on it, and then we've got the comedian all set to go.
An amazing young man from Victoria, Canada. And he's done 14 comedy specials up in Canada. He was best of fest of the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. And he's got a new album out. He's going to be in another movie. He's been on about 24 TV shows.
Awesome.
So in about a dozen movies. So But you're going to get to see him here, and bring your friends that might be involved in the fire department, because he's got a little bit that's funny about them. That yeah, that's well worth the price of admission just for that. Just for
All
that
right.
11-minute bit, and he's going to do an hour. So, but yeah,
That'll be a blast.
yeah.
So,
Damon Schritter.
Damon Schritter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Well, it's great times. And then there's so much other incredible things happening
Yes.
between now and then. And
Tomorrow night over at McCormick Woods.
McCormick Woods comedy.
Guy that was just on the Jimmy Fallon You Got My Jam, and he was also on Star Search, and he was also on the Gong Show, which was funnier than heck.
Oh.
But
So he's not 20.
he's 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking of the Gong Show and, and Star Search.
Yeah. But Eric Haynes is going to be at McCormick Woods tomorrow night, and
Cool.
he's got quite a following. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, come on out to McCormick Woods tomorrow night, 7:00,
And that's a great
and
spot.
get some laughs, get some good laughs. Stephen Gardner is going to be part of that show.
Good dude.
And this will be his last comedy appearance until after the elections in 24. His calendar's turning upside down right now, so
He works for the elections
he works for
department.
the elections department, so he's got to get serious.
Yeah.
And so this is his last performance. So.
He was also my year of leadership Kitsap.
Isn't he something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great dude. Great.
And he
guy.
also puts on Kitsap County Library's storytellers. So once a month on a Thursday, the first Thursday of every month. So
at
Cloverleaf.
Cloverleaf,
in
yeah.
Bremerton. So.
Best wings in town.
Oh, so
Some people
good.
say pizza, say wings.
Well, they got. I mean, why? I wouldn't want to argue about either one of them.
True.
I'd say order them both, and then let's decide.
And then take them home.
Bones on your pizza.
Yeah, you can do
bones
that.
Might be a little.
Actually, they.
Tricky.
Take
Yeah,
the bones
Yeah,
out.
yeah, and they do have their
Hello.
new breakfast pizzas on Saturday and Sunday to go along with their new breakfast bowls out there at the Cloverleaf.
Right
So,
on.
yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good stuff here. Thanks, Mom, for coming on with us.
Mom, thanks.
That's
Good to see you.
Good to
welcome,
see you.
welcome to our
Yes.
part of the world. And
First time I've seen you when there's not snow on the ground.
yeah, it's-
Or wearing a red suit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wearing a red suit.
I think I wore a close enough color,
Yeah,
didn't
close
I?
enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, close enough.
Looking
I
for
got
something in
I got
pink.
my pineapple. And
Oh, I
I'm all
see.
ready to go. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Some people call that their coconut, but you call it your pineapple. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Pineapple hat.
Oh,
Pineapple
oh,
hat.
pineapple hat. Okay.
All right.
Hey, should they do some good out there?
Always.
Oh,
Yeah,
super.
do some good out there. Mom's checking, and
Yeah.
Mom also let us know there is no statutes of limitations.
Oh, yes,
And
there
if
is.
you got scars, just don't tell. Okay, just
Oh yeah, we've got scars. We don't tell.
yeah, we don't
Yeah.
tell. All right,
All right.
do
Thanks,
some good. Love you,
Thank
Mom. Good to
Love
see you.
Good to see you
Yeah.
guys.
Bye now.
Okay.
Bye.
Good show, Jamie.